You can feel the hatred for Manchester United at Leeds even when the supporters are locked outside of Elland Road. In April 2021, a few hundred Leeds fans still gathered for United's arrival despite the COVID-19 restrictions. Sign up for the Man United newsletter. Thank you. Ruben Amorim will face the wrath of Leeds fans at Elland Road on SundayCredit. Shutterstock Editorial. Rio Ferdinand dared to cross the county borders and infuriated the Elland Road faithful in the processCredit. Getty. With English football fans still stewing over the abandoned Super League venture a week earlier, a 193-word message was pinned to the gates opposite the Don Revie statue that branded United a soulless, shallow, selfish, worthless money monster. And those are kind words from Leeds fans. Sir Bobby Charlton and his wife, Norma, once had hot tea tossed over them at Elland Road. On his first visit to Old Trafford as co-owner, Sir Jim Ratcliffe regaled fellow directors' box attendants with a tale about his eventful entry into Leeds ground as a boy. The animosity between Leeds and United is part geographical, Yorkshire versus Lancashire. As Brian Potter says to Jerry St. Clair in Phoenix Nights, never mix the counties. Read more in football. Such is the hatred, White's legend Danny Mills refused to take his kids to games against Man Utd. Leeds fans' feelings towards United have not been helped by Gordon McQueen, Joe Jordan, Rio Ferdinand and Alan Smith crossing the Pennines. Possibly the most consequential United transfer in the post-war period was Leeds selling Eric Cantona in 1992, a signing that sparked an era of unparalleled dominance in English football. Sir Alex Ferguson memorably accused 10-man Leeds, with defender Lucas Radebe in goal, of trying their utmost to get a result against United so that Newcastle could win the title in 1996. Most read in football. Best online casinos, top sites in the UK. That led to Kevin Keegan's immortal, "I will love it" rant on live television. Since Leeds' relegation in 2004, they have played United 6 times in the Premier League and 2 of those were behind closed doors. Cantona left Leeds for £1 million in November 1992. Credit. PA. Yorkshire-born Sheffield United fan Harry Maguire savoured scoring at Leeds as United captain in 2022. Credit. Getty. The toxicity between the clubs is still largely lost on a generation of football followers as the games are so few and far between. Even the ding-dong at Elland Road in February 2022, when Leeds recovered from 2-0 down only to lose 4-2, was dominated by the spectacle rather than the sparring. The game came weeks after then United forward Mason Greenwood had been arrested. Leeds fans taunted their rivals with the chant, "Mason Greenwood, he's one of your own." Greenwood, though, was born in Bradford. The reply from the United fans was almost instant, "Mason Greenwood, he's Yorkshire like you." Tensions between Leeds and United have also simmered over perceived slights by football's establishment against Leeds. Many Leeds fans attribute their infamous interruption during a minute's silence for Sir Matt Busby at Ewood Park in 1994 to the treatment of Don Revie's death 5 years earlier. The Football Association did not arrange for a minute's silence to be observed for former England manager Revie and did not send representation to his funeral. Don Revie is a legendary manager at Leeds. Credit. Getty Images. Leeds and United have played each other only 6 times since 2004. Credit. Getty. Leeds chairman Leslie Silver condemned their fans' conduct at Blackburn, describing them a disgrace to the club and a disgrace to the city. Manager Howard Wilkinson echoed those comments. Ian Dobson of the Square Ball fanzine said there was a limit for hatred and conceded many had crossed the line. 4 seasons ago at Elland Road, this correspondent was mortified to see his colleague arrive wearing a red hat. He isn't a United fan, but the former Leeds winger Pablo Hernandez told me in 2019 that he was once given a ticking off for wearing red trainers at Elland Road. The press box in the John Charles stand is totally surrounded by Leeds fans and, inevitably, one was alerted to the speck of red. "You should be careful wearing that," he warned. Thankfully, he was a Welsh Leeds fan from Caerphilly who recognised the Wrexham crest. The two spent a couple of minutes discussing Wrexham's promotion chances from the National League, and that was the end of it. "My father was once driven towards Elland Road by a Leeds supporting friend in 1980. Naively, the driver's window was pulled down and a United fan spotted the driver's Leeds shirt. He spat at it. The Leeds crowd is the most hostile in the Premier League. Credit, Rex. Medjbri wound up Leeds fans last season. Credit. That was the day a daft United fan, sporting colours, voiced his allegiance in the Leeds section and was swiftly pummeled. Leeds vs United still brings out the worst even now. Ex-United midfielder Hannibal Medjbri, now at Burnley, was recently suspended for spitting at a Leeds fan. Medjbri has a personal enmity with Leeds dating back nearly 6 years. Medjbri was 18 when he was heckled with a rendition of "St Sideshow Bob" by Leeds fans at Old Trafford during an FA Youth Cup game. United won 1-0 and Medjbri seemed to take the mickey taking well, given he uploaded a picture of the Simpsons baddie onto his Instagram account. Somewhat unwisely, Medjbri goaded Leeds fans in the Norman Hunter stand as he made his way to the dugout during Burnley's win there in September 2024. The once revered United assistant Brian Kidd was never ever going to be forgiven by Ferguson. Not for accepting Jack Walker's offer to manage Blackburn in 1998, or joining the Manchester City coaching staff, but for assisting David O'Leary at Leeds. Recommended stories. Kidd's first appearance in the dugout coincided with the visit of United in February 2001, a deliberately antagonistic move. When Kidd helped to unveil the statue of Busby's legendary assistant Jimmy Murphy outside the Stretford End in 2023, Ferguson was conspicuous by his absence.